What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be reviewing perhaps the most hyped up racket frame of the year, maybe all time, right?
I think so, yeah.
Today we're going to be reviewing the one, the only Wilson Defyer.
Yep, we got this racket one day early, and we're going to see, does it live up to the hype? Will this racket provide the spin and power that is promised to us from all the players that switched to it, like Karen Kachanov, Tsitsipas, Holger Rune, Arthur Ferry, who recently got to the semis of Wimbledon.
And in addition to this, we will also be comparing the Wilson Defyer to two of the other most popular frames of the year and the past couple of years, the Babolat Pure Aero 98 and the Wilson Blade 98, right?
Yeah, so those two frames, the Blade and the Pure Aero, are the two most popular on the college level. So will those players start switching over to the Defyer, and will we see more of them on the college teams?
We'll see. Enjoy the video, guys.
Okay, Aiden, 1.5 years later, do you feel that this racket was worth the wait?
Absolutely not. I really did not like it. I thought it would have a good high launch angle, lots of spin. Honestly, on the both forehand and backhand, honestly, completely the opposite for me. A super low launch angle. Honestly, one of the lowest launch angles of any racket I've ever used, I think. The spin was there, but I just couldn't get in check with the low launch angle. It felt like super launchy, so much power on the racket, way too much, I think. Super launchy, and the backhand, just no spin for me on the backhand, really. Some spin on the forehand, but the low launch angle just kind of over-capsulated that. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with you. I totally agree with you. The launch angle, one of the lowest, in my opinion, that I've ever used, and I use the Blade, so it's pretty low. And yeah, a lot of balls into the net for me. I haven't played in like 4, 5, 6 days, but still, I felt pretty good with my Blade today. But yeah, I couldn't really get it done with this racket, unfortunately.
Yeah, same. All right, Christian, let's get into the main category that most people are probably watching this video. What did you think of the spin of the racket?
I thought the spin was good. Not anything like special, not like it was advertised. I used the Blade, so a good amount more spin than the Blade. Yeah, not as much as the Aero. I think they're right that it was like in the middle, but it didn't give me extra spin. I had to change my style a little bit to hit with the more spin. But once I did, yeah, it gave me a pretty good amount of spin. How about you, Aiden?
I agree. Really had to change how I swung to get any amount of spin in the ball. Really low launch angle, like we said earlier, so I just had to swing so far up, and I really did not like that. But the spin was okay. If you were hitting it correctly, I felt like I was getting okay spin, but definitely nothing extraordinary. It was still flying out way too much for my liking.
All right, Aiden, what did you think about the power of the racket?
The power was good. It was super powerful racket. If you're looking for that, I could see why someone might use it. My backhand was just launching out because there was so much power behind the ball. And I really don't have anything to say about the power besides more power than I was expecting and more power than I think a spin racket should have. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. Even though I think it's less power than the Aero, but for me, still a little bit too much power. I know they're kind of advertising it as like a more spinnier and more powerful Blade for people that use the Blade and are trying to like switch into more of like a spin racket. But yeah, I think they put a little too much in this one, and for a Blade player, it's a little bit too much. All right, Aiden, so we went over power, but how about the control for the Defyer?
The control was okay. Like you said, kind of like a Blade, a little bit less control than a Blade, so I'd say it was good but not great, like a lot of things in this racket.
Yeah, for me, the directional control was not on the same level as the blade, which you can expect coming from a more powerful racket. But yeah, I don't think, in my opinion, it should be compared to the blade as like a kind of like a step up from the blade.
All right, what did you think about the feel of the racket?
Yeah, the feel of the racket, I don't know if it was the string job, but I had no feel whatsoever on the racket. I felt pretty disconnected. I did notice that the strings were strung pretty tightly, more tight than I usually use. But yeah, I didn't get like that good of a feel on the racket, which is not what I'm used to because I use the blade.
Yeah, really tight string job, way more tight than both of us use. I'm not sure if that was intentional by the stringer or if the racket is just doing that. But yeah, I felt like there was very little feel for sure. Alright, so for our next segment, we're going to do the launch angle. I personally feel the launch angle is super low. Like we said, probably the lowest launch angle of any racket I've ever played with. I just really don't like that in a racket, especially if it has spin. A low launch angle just kills the racket, in my opinion. Just not my play style at all. What do you think?
Yeah, me too. I was really surprised about the low launch angle. I didn't hear anything about a low launch angle when I was like watching reviews or reading stuff about it. But yeah, I don't know if it was just the day, but yeah, the launch angle was pretty low and I was hitting a lot of balls into the net, whereas usually I hit them long or wide. So yeah, definitely more balls in the net for me today.
Yeah. What did you think of the swing speed of the racket?
Yeah, I thought the racket swung pretty fast through the air. I know that's one thing that was advertised, and I think that's one thing that really came through and I felt with the racket. So yeah, the head was a little bit lighter than I'm used to, which helped, I guess, with the swing speed going up. So yeah, what did you think?
Swing speed felt pretty fast, which I didn't mind. I liked the Head Extreme, the new one, and the old one, which has a pretty fast swing speed, and I'm looking to demo the 98 of that as well. But yeah, the swing speed felt fast, but definitely not the fastest or slowest of anything I've used. Alright, Christian, what do you think about the racket in comparison to what you normally use? One of the most popular rackets on the market, the Wilson Blade.
I think it shouldn't be compared to the blade because I think it's pretty different. The feel is different, the spin is more, the launch angle is less, surprisingly. So yeah, I think it is like I can see parts of the blade in the Defyer, but yeah, I don't think it's very similar at all. How about you?
I don't really play with the blade much, and but the little I have played with it, I gotta say I like the blade a lot more than the Defyer. You can at least I like the launch angle. It's just really the big difference for me.
Yeah, I think it had the disc. It was more disconnected than the blade, and the feel just wasn't there for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so now the other side. How do you think it compares to the Pure Aero 98 from Babolat?
I think that some aspects are similar, but I think it's a really different racket. The Pure Aero has that high launch angle, really heavy spinny balls. I think that the Wilson Defyer, how we experienced, was really low launch angle, good spin, but just completely different launch angles. So I would give the edge to the Pure Aero. I like it more. Yeah, what did you think about the comparison to the Pure Aero and the Wilson Defyer 98?
Yeah, I thought more spin on the Pure Aero, more power as well, more disconnected. I think the Pure Aero is just like a beefed up Defyer, in my opinion, from Babolat. I know Wilson was trying to copy the Pure Aero with the Defyer, and I think they did a pretty good job, honestly. I think it's the closest racket to the Pure Aero on the market right now.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, Aiden, do you think the Defyer will last in the market? Because as you know, the Wilson Shift was Wilson's spin racket, and they're on the Pro Tour. No pros use it, and I haven't seen many people use it recreationally either.
I think that the Defyer will have no issue in this original drop staying relevant because there's just so much hype around it. So many people are going to be looking to demo it, buy it, no matter how good it is. But I think that as time progresses, we'll see if it's good for recreational players or just good for pros, because obviously we've seen a lot of pros using it already, so it has to be a good racket, at least for them, right? But maybe it's just too high level of a racket for not as advanced players to use. So we'll see. It's going to be interesting, definitely, to see how many recreational players end up switching to this racket.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think it could be a skill thing where the swing speeds have to be super high and the spin has to be super heavy that you put into the racket, and then it'll kind of reward you for that. But I think at our level, like 4 and 7 UTR, I don't think it'll be very popular.
Yeah.
Except for because of the hype, I think more people will buy it and try to use it, like the Pure Aero 98. All right, so we're here with Sean, our friend. He just tried out the Defyer, and what do you think about it? Just like first impressions.
I thought it was all right. I kind of thought it was like lacking something in the racket. Wasn't giving me quite what I wanted. But like not bad. I feel like I need to play with it more to get a full opinion. But it took some kind of getting used to.
Yeah. Do you think you're gonna buy it or switch to it?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's kind of what we thought as well.
All right, Christian. Big question. Are you going to be switching to this racket?
No. Okay, yeah. So no, I don't think I will because it's just missing the feel that I like with my blades. It's too different from the blade for me. Maybe if I get a little bit more advanced, I'll think about it and I'll try it again. But for now, I don't think I'm on the level where I can use this racket. I think for you, the answer's pretty obvious, but are you switching to it?
No. No, I'll obviously not be switching to this racket. I just couldn't do anything with it. It's not my thing, I guess. Something's just missing, like Sean said. Just something's missing. I don't know what it was. Probably the launch angle for me, but definitely not the best racket I've used. Not going to switch.
Yeah, so we are gonna start. We are gonna keep testing this over the next few days, and if our opinion does change on it, we'll make a YouTube short maybe or something about it. But for now, I don't think it was our favorite racket, and I don't think it lived to the hype. What do you think?
Not at all. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching.
If you guys tried the Defyer or want to try the Defyer, let us know what you think in the comments below, and if you have any tips for us, yeah, also leave those in the comments.
Thanks guys, bye.